Hey Scorpio, it's your girl Alex and I'm back again to bring you more messages from the universe. I hope you guys are doing amazing. Listen, it's getting hot in Georgia, so I'm hot. All right, I promise you I'm not trying to tantalize anyone. Anyway, let's see what the universe has for you. No, look, she just fell out. I don't even know if I want to take her. It's just too much, Queen of Wands. All right, come on. What other messages? What about the Queen of Wands? Y'all are looking good. It's getting warmer now, Scorpio. You better go outside. There's the Hierophant. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Ooh, Nine of Cups. Ooh, King of Pentacles. Come on, universe. Here come the bullshit. Typically, the bullshit comes towards the end of Scorpio's reading. What I say? I didn't jinx it. I'm reading it. Ace of Wands. And the Star card. 1 foot in and 1 foot out, Scorpio. All right, so I have the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles. So this maybe might be a love reading. I just don't know as of yet, but let's see how it goes. Nine of Wands under the Queen of Wands. Ooh. World card under the Hierophant. Oh, travel. The Chariot under the Ace of Cups. Oh, by the way, if you live in Puerto Rico, could you send me an email at alexangel07770@gmail.com? I need some information. I need the details on some Puerto Rican stuff for people who are on the ground. Okay. So you got the Star in the outcome position. Judgment. Death card. Scorpio. Death card with the King of Pentacles. Nine of Cups. And Two of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. So this actually may be a work reading. Very interesting, but we're going to see. Okay, so first off, we got the Queen of Wands and the Nine of Wands. That is some of you, when it comes to your attraction level, right? Whether we're talking about law of attraction or we're talking aesthetically, the Nine of Wands is that, kind of burnt out, wounded card of perseverance, right? So I kind of feel like for some of you, you're trying to keep your what I'm hearing is almost like you don't want to wear your problems on your sleeve. You know what I mean? You're trying to keep yourself together. Thank you, Lord Jesus. That's what I was looking for. Now I have the Hermit, Hierophant, and the World card. Sometimes I'm thinking faster than I'm speaking, so I will say the wrong cards. Okay. So some sort of commitment is coming to an end. I kind of feel like that may be a good thing, right? You got the Ace of Cups and the Chariot. And that just kind of feels like now that, say, for instance, something has come to an end, I'm hearing you're free to move about as freely as you would like. Okay? Now we have Judgment and the Nine of Cups. For some of you, happiness is the first priority. Angels are also saying, too, be careful about overindulging, right? I feel like for some of you, overindulging could have been a problem in the past, right? Overindulging in, hanging out or sleeping too much, or it kind of feels like just make sure that you don't do so much of what you love that it knocks you out of alignment or it knocks you off of your path. Now, this one makes me nervous because this is financial stability with endings and beginnings, right? Angels say no, this kind of feels like a path has been cleared for Scorpio to achieve some sort of stability, some sort of pinnacle, some sort of success, achievement, or goal. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Nine of Cups and the Five of Wands basically is exactly what I said. I kind of feel like, mm, I know. I know. I gotta pull these up before I say that message, right? The Ace of Wands and the Two of Swords. I kind of feel like somebody is faking the funk, right? I feel like, oh, that's what it is. Oh, it kind of feels like somebody is faking the funk, trying to pretend that they're happier than they are, but they're really not. You know what I mean? That's what the Queen of Wands, Nine of Wands is all about. It's you're trying to make something look more attractive than what it actually is. And I kind of feel like Scorpio, this might maybe be you. Now, one thing I know about Scorpios, we are very, very, very resilient. Okay. The Nine of Wands represents wounding, right? That's why the wands are all around as a form of protection. Okay. It's almost like a block or creating a blockage to keep the riffraff out. But what's unfortunate about that blockage is not only do you keep the riffraff out, you also keep love out, you also keep companionship out, you also keep friendship out, you also keep new opportunities out. Okay. So I kind of feel like some of you are committing to something, right? It to me, I know today's February 17th, happy Mardi Gras Day, and also happy Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year. But I kind of feel like where the beginning of this reading is concerned, it just kind of feels like something is closing out, almost like the end of the year. And you know how at the end of the year, people make resolutions, right? That's what this placement feels like. It's like some sort of commitment is coming full circle. And now, mhm, now, you can start anew. And some of you are starting anew fresh in love. You know, some of you are starting anew, with wanderlust, right? You love traveling, right? It just kind of feels like right now, any sort of weight or heaviness that was holding you down in the past, especially from an emotional level, it's coming to an end and you can move forward happily, successfully, joyously. Mm. hmm Okay, so Nine of Cups and the Judgment again. Going forward, it's all about me and my happiness. Fuck the rest, is what I heard. Okay, so that's all that I was being told to. Yeah, my angels are saying be careful that you don't overindulge, that you affect your financial stability, right? Yeah, I know. My angels said that just make sure they know that not to knock themselves off their throne. I know that's right. Yeah, some of you could struggle with overindulging. That's what I'm hearing. Some of you can struggle with overindulging. And your outcome positions are the Star card and the Eight of Pentacles, right? The Eight of Pentacles is, kind of focus and being very detail oriented. And the Star card is really on your healing. So I just heard another message that basically said, make sure that you are not self-medicating, right? By swinging from a chandelier or two or five. Make sure you're not self-medicating and covering the problem or covering the issue instead of working through it, healing through it, getting through it. Okay. What other messages do we have for Scorpio? Oh, I don't put ads in my videos, but I do want to invite you all to join me at Stillwell's Emporium. I will be there for the next 4 Saturdays beginning at 1 p.m. and that is in Stone Mountain, Georgia. So if you're in a neighboring state, you live in Georgia, come out and see your girl. There is a cover, and you do have to sign a waiver to enter the premises. All those details can be found in the description, and I actually will add a link to the comments. I would love to see y'all. Come on out and see me in the 3D. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so I got the Nine of Wands and Nine of Pentacles. I just heard work smart, not hard. Mm. You know what I also heard too? Right? With that Queen of Wands, the attractive queen, the beautiful queen, like the Aphrodite queen, angels just said Medusa, right? Medusa proclaimed herself to be the most beautiful woman of all the mortals and gods and goddesses. And then she was cursed, right? She was cursed, and she had the snakes in her hair, and she slithered all through her, her home and stuff. And I just feel like there is a huge message there in saying, watch your vanity, right? I know someone who was very, very, very vain. Just just thought she had the best smile on the planet, and went so far as to go to a dentist or oral surgeon, whomever does like implants, caps, and veneers and stuff like that. And she was supposed to get this brand new smile. And the doctor wound up fucking up her teeth, and today she wears dentures. Okay? That's exactly what this message is all about, right? In other words, pace yourself, humble yourself, remain humble. Because I kind of feel like, again, it's very subtle in the reading on the cards on my table. It's very subtle. There could be an opportunity where, oh shit, my angel said somebody could get sloppy. That's really what this is. Somebody could get sloppy and wind up mucking themselves up, knocking themselves right off their throne. I know it. Knight of Cups. Okay. Another travel card. The Chariot. Ooh, Ace of Cups. Ooh, look at this placement. You got the Ace of Cups, the Chariot, and then next to the Chariot on the bottom is this Ace of Cups. So some of you could actually be traveling to see a new person, a new love, traveling, maybe, starting to work on your buckets list, right? A list of places and places that you would like to go before you kick the bucket, which is transition. Um, mm, mm, mm. God, this placement. This placement is just, it just keeps speaking to me. Angels also said to me too, be careful about robberies and muggings and theft. Okay? Beware of, money in your account, money coming out your account unauthorized, right? I just have this feeling of, you know, being too lax, being too trusting, being too happy go lucky to the point where you make a mistake. There's the 7 of Cups. Overindulging. Yeah, wow. Ace of Wands, I'm gonna take it. It was on the bottom. So I have the Ace of Wands here twice. Ooh, 7 of Swords. And just when you thought it was a good reading. Just when you thought it was a good reading. I told y'all the bullshit comes in the end. The Justice card is a final card. Some of you may have to engage law enforcement. Some of you could have a run-in with law enforcement. Just be wary, right? That's what spiritual readings are, right? That's what psychic readings are, right? They're to notify you of the things that you can't see or that your intuition has not picked up. Now, one thing about her, my intuition is long. My intuition, I can go anywhere in this universe. For those of you who are familiar with my intro video on my channel, up there I have a 5D psychic. Basically, what that means is typically when I'm reading, when I'm channeling, I don't sit in a time frame, right? So I can give information that happened in the past, or may happen in the future, or happened 4 lifetimes ago. Okay, that's what my definition. I don't know if that's the official definition of a 5D psychic, but when I sit in my energy and I start traveling, I will pull the lint out of your pockets that you had on 2 years ago that's sitting at Goodwill right now. Okay. All right. Anyway, back to this reading. So, Seven of Swords, right, with the Two of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. I don't have the Empress out here, but my angels are saying beware of some sort of trickery related to pregnancy. Y'all know how I feel about the Ace of Wands. Okay. Um, you got the Ace of Wands out here twice. So be careful. Yeah, it's like if you meet somebody, it's a one night stand, y'all are feeling each other. You're like, yo, I'm going to be rocking with this person. I feel like I want to get to know this person. Baby, you may know that person for the next 18 to 21 years. And by the way, that message has been coming up for you, Scorpio, sprinkled, right? It's been coming up almost here and there when it comes to surprise pregnancies. So beware if you're not interested in having a little niño or niña. Um, yeah. Okay. Angels just also said to me too, for some of you, this could also relate to a custody battle. You may have your kids' other parent, mother or father, say, yeah, you could take him for the weekend, even though it's my weekend, and you take the child, and then they come back and file a claim saying you're going against the agreement, right? So I know there was an eclipse. I know there was an eclipse. And typically I don't cave in to the stuff going on in the cosmos and the ethers, just simply because this stuff has been happening for years. Okay. If man, all right, as in humans, human is 200, 300,000 years old, then the eclipses have been happening. I should say not man, but maybe Neanderthals, right? Um, the eclipses have been happening ever since we've had a sun and a moon. Okay. So not only that, but eclipses are going to affect everybody differently based on who you are and your relationship with the cosmos. Okay. Somebody like me, if I'm wide open, the eclipse may want to bend me over without dinner. Okay. Um, but then it may be the lunar eclipse that does it to me, but the solar eclipse is like, you're all right, scram, okay? So that's why, again, I don't really go into like full moon, eclipse, so on and so forth. And I know somebody asked that in the comments, can you give any advice about the eclipse? My advice is universal, regardless of what the planets and the moons and asteroids and, constellations are doing, okay? Angels just also said too, some of you could be having a revelation. I kind of feel like if you watch this reading, something's going to click and you're going to see the breadcrumbs or the pattern, the trap that's being laid for you, right? So in other words, you're going to watch this reading and then you're going to be like, oh shit, ABCD is happening. Oh, that's what Alex is talking about. Let me pay attention. Let me not go through whatever it is I'm trying to go through or what. Yeah. So I hope that makes sense. Sorry. Somebody just sent me a message. Okay. I'm hot. All right. Any other messages? Bottom line, in summary, be careful. This too good to be true, feels too good to be true type of scenario, it could be a trap. I'm supposed to say to you, listen to your damn intuition, right? I'm supposed to say to you, listen to your intuition, okay? Because I kind of feel like if you don't, it could cost you. Realistically, straight up, Scorpio. Now, also at the same time, y'all may be like, okay, can we get some damn sunshine? Fuck no, because you don't like sunshine, Scorpio. You like the darkness, okay? So consider this reading your beige reading or your gray reading, right? Because for some of y'all, that's the best you're going to do. Some of y'all don't like that sunshine. I know. Ain't just like, but you had the Ace of Cups down there twice and everything. I am a student of this universe. Sometimes the universe will lay a trap. It will romanticize the devil. It will romanticize an opportunity for healing. That's why healing is so important. Because the universe is like, you know what? This heifer she just acting like we ain't even here. She just ignoring our asses. Well, you know what? I'm going to send somebody good her way. Somebody she going to fall head over heels for. And we going to get her ass to heal sooner than later. You see what I'm saying? So that's why I say negative and positive energy are exactly the same, right? From a universal standpoint, from an outside perspective, outside standpoint, they're just like vanilla and chocolate ice cream. You may love chocolate, you may hate vanilla, and vice versa. Still fucking ice cream, okay? It's human, women too, who assigned negativity, right? Tomorrow, we could learn that positivity is negative and negativity is positive, right? It could flip the script, but from a universal standpoint, it's just energy, okay? I know my angels said they wanted more of a positive reading. I love you. I do. I do. Hang out to the end. Y'all know I'm going to do my announcements in the end. Take time to breathe out. Yep. A win-win outcome is forecasted. You know something, Scorpio? If you take heed to this message like you're supposed to, for those of you that this resonates with, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen. My angels just said in that outcome position, you had the star card, right? So right now, something is looking very dreamy and starry, and oh my God, this is my wish. This is my manifestation. And the universe is like, maybe, maybe not. Check your healing. Check yourself before you break yourself. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Confidence is the key to success. Now, here is the positivity in this message, because all of my message should be balanced. I ain't just gonna leave y'all alone with no negative bullshit. I gotta bring you ice cream or some cookies or something. Okay? Confidence is the key to success. A win-win outcome is forecasted, and take time to breathe out. That just kind of say to me, don't move so fast, right? Take time, check in with your intuition, check in with yourself, check in with your inner child. Make sure that whatever this supposed opportunity is, you vet it out, that it checks out, especially intuitively. The end of a tough cycle approaches. We have that world card, and we also have the judgment card. So something is wrapping up, okay? So something else can begin. The Wheel of Fortune, right? The sun and stars and everybody's up top. But on the bottom side is the shadow side where that big bad asshole devil is, okay? So again, I'm talking to many Scorpios. Depending on where you are with that wheel will depend on how this particular reading will affect you. My angels just said, well, isn't that true for every reading? Yes, right? All my readings are not going to resonate. Even the bestest intuitive on the planet is not going to hit the mark all the time. Okay? Anyway, I love you. If this is where I leave you, I love you. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. Shout out to my channel members. If you guys want to become a member, click the join button. You'll see the different levels. Number 2, yes, I'm going to be at Snellville and I'm getting very excited. I'm getting very excited to see your bright and shining faces. So if you're in the Georgia area, whether you can meet me on the 21st, which is Saturday, the 28th, which is a Saturday, the 7th of March, which is a Saturday, the 14th of March, which is a Saturday. Come out and see your girl, right? I'll be giving out hugs and chips and water. It's so funny because I'm going to do a Reiki Infusion demo, and I actually bought infused water. It was a suggestion of one of my team members. Soul Fire Retreat. All right, we getting close to May. We're already at the end of February. So prices are going to start going up as we get closer to holiday season, the holiday travel season. And I do realize that this is maybe 2 weeks before Memorial Day. So if you need help booking. We have a travel agent who's ready to help you. The first thing you need to do is register, okay? So you can get that travel agent's information. And by doing that, go to the description box. I will leave a link there, or maybe I'll post it to comments as well. Personal readings are still open, maybe for another week or two, or maybe not. Okay. Personal readings where you get to talk to me, or if you wanted a recorded reading like this one, the links are in the description box for that as well. If you want to send me a gift, my P.O. box is still open for I don't know how much longer. That information is in the description box as well. And I always feel like I forget one thing. Like, share, comment, subscribe. And I think that's it. Oh, Reiki infusions. If you don't know what they are, I created a video describing what Reiki infusions are. On December 7th, my angels downloaded this particular healing technique. So this is actually what I'm rolling out while I'm at Stillwell's. Okay, I'm going to do a Reiki demo. But if you can't join me in Georgia and you want a remote Reiki infusion, the link is in the description box as well. Okay, I think I'm officially done, and I did it in less than 30 minutes. Mwah, mwah, mwah. I love you all. You get to see all of my tattoos, right? My hearts on my sleeve. And this is George. Let me show you. That's my first tattoo. That's my Scorpio that sits and looks over my shoulder and judges. All right, y'all. I love you. Bye.